Elementary.
We have a very special treat for everyone today. We have some special guests with us.
That's right, we have our very own veterans here with us today to answer some questions.
Can you all please introduce yourselves and tell us where you are from and what your job was?
My name is Rebecca Keith, and I live in South Carolina, and my job in the military was Morse code interceptor.
I'm Richard Beyer, currently living in South Carolina, and I'm a physician.
I'm Phil Crane. I'm from South Carolina, and my job was transportation manager.
I will start with our first question from Miss Spade's second grade class. They would like to know, did any of you get hurt in the military? If so, how?
Yes, I was injured in the military running, and I broke my foot. I had a big pothole, and it broke the side of my foot, and I was in a cast for about 5 months.
I personally had no injuries.
I personally had no injuries.
The next question comes from Miss Eden's fourth grade class. What was it like to eat and sleep in the military?
Well, you had probably about 3 or 4 minutes to eat, and you had very little sleep.
Being an officer, we had a little more time than that. But I also worked in the emergency room when I was in MD service, and that was kind of an all-night job.
It really depends on what part, if you're talking about basic training or if you're talking about in your actual job. But in basic training, we had 3 minutes for 80 people to eat. But in the actual doing our job, we pretty much had MREs whenever we had to go out in the field, and those were really nasty.
Now Mr. Gilstrap's class would like to know, what made you choose to go into the military?
Well, my dad was in the military, and both of my grandfathers. So after they passed, I kind of just felt like I needed to go. My brother couldn't go because he had flat feet, so I just decided to go.
I didn't choose to go in the military. I was drafted. At that time, they did have a military draft, which is no longer present today.
And I just really enjoyed the military, the Marine Corps uniform. That's the reason why I kind of joined, so.
Miss Woodall's class is curious to know if you have ever had to go overseas, and if so, where did you go to?
No, I did not. I was fortunate enough to not have to go.
I spent 1 year in the Republic of Vietnam.
I spent 1.5 years. I was in Japan, Okinawa, Japan, when 9/11 happened.
Miss Border's class had the question of what was one thing that you learned from being in the military?
Discipline.
Discipline, I think, is good, but respect for each other.
I second those, and I also think that we learned patience, because you always hurry up and wait.
The last question we have for you comes from Miss Golden's fifth grade class. They would like to know, what could we do as U.S. citizens to help the military and the veterans?
Well, I think one thing, especially now during the holidays, a good thing to do is to make up cards for Christmas and send them overseas, because a lot of those soldiers over there do get lonely, and I think that really helps them out this time of year.
I think just support the military. If you see someone in uniform, just go up to them and thank you for your service, and just give them as much support as you can.
I go along with those two.
That's the last of our questions for today.
Thank you three so much for coming in and letting us know more about veterans.
Have a great Veterans Day, McKissick.
Goodbye!